efficient ways to actually clean your car quickly, both inside and out. I'll show you here in today's video on how to do it with just a rinseless wash and a detail spray. So let's get started with the video. All right, everyone. So pretty much if you want to efficiently wash your car both inside and out, here's a quick tip. Actually grab 3 or 4 of your microfiber towels and dunk them inside your rinseless wash solution before you actually do any contact wash in here. I just like to do this and then wring them out one by one. This way we have clean, dampened microfiber towels, and then you could just place them inside. Let me just move this over and place these dampened rinseless towels on the center, not the center console, yeah, the center glove box compartment. And then when you're ready to do the inside, guess what? Once you're ready to do the inside, you'll have 3 clean towels because you don't know how dirty the actual interior is. And you just set them in there and we're ready to wash the outside. This video, we're just going to leave the wheels for last because it is pretty clean. It only drove for about a week and a half or 2 weeks. But for the rims, we're just gonna clean the face of the rims, but we'll leave that at the end. All right. So now let's get started with the outside. If you're working in direct sunlight, just pre-treat half the car first. I have a bit here of detail code Nemesis, and I like to work in half sections. So I am going to do this top part, or this half of the vehicle, let it dwell, especially since it's in the shaded area. And then what I like to do is actually do the entire roof and the windshield, so that way you don't do this afterwards, because what's going to happen is if you do this afterwards, all that rinseless wash is going to drip on the side of the vehicle, and that's not something that you want. Once you let that dwell, I could do a bit of this lower part that's still in the shade. You want to pre-treat all the areas, and if rinseless wash dries on the paint, it's no issue. The problem with it is once it dries on the paint, you have to apply more rinseless to reactivate it, which makes you less efficient. Then from here, you grab your stepping stool. I pre-treated the roof and the glass. What we're gonna do here is start with rinseless wash. I sprayed the roof already. And since it is pretty warm out here, it's starting to dry it up a little bit, but I am not worried about that. It is a rinseless wash. Let that sit there. Dunk it right back inside the bucket. Grab your drying towel and a quick 2 to 3 spritz of your drying aid and just dry across the vehicle. And that is it. 1/2 of the roof is done. Now we're gonna go to the other half. This probably took what, 15, 20 seconds. As you see, the windshield is still drying up a bit. Now that the roof is drying a bit, I like to grab a bit of my rinseless wash and squeeze just a little bit on the panel because it was starting to dry up a bit. And now I have my rinseless wash that is on the verge of dripping now. I am just applying it onto the rest of the surface. And same thing as before. Want to do the roof part quick and easily grab your detail spray, 2 to 3 sprays, drying towel, right away, quick and easy. And now we are completely done with the roof. Now that the roof is done, you could go over to the other side. Come over to the other side and just start washing. Same process, top to bottom. Flip your sponge per panel, so that's one panel here. Of course, depending on how dirty the vehicle is, then you may want to do a second pass. Come all the way down here. Dunk it in. This detail color Nemesis cleans like a beast. Let me show you the rinseless wash sponge. Still completely clean. I'll show you how it removes that bird poop off the rear window. So same thing, no pressure. On panel, flip this over. Come around here, dunk again. And it is fairly quick and easy process. Now that that's done, rinse and repeat. Start drying the panel. And this combo works very well because it is just a drying aid as a detail spray. And Detail Co, they don't have the Stay Strong detail anymore. They just have the lightning quick detail spray, which is pretty much the same thing. It's just a different scent, and it does the exact same job. It was just the Stay Strong was a limited edition run. I'm gonna come around here, just as so. And now you have done half the vehicle in what, probably like 10 minutes. We've done the whole roof, this whole passenger side. And yes, rinseless wash, you don't have to worry about spotting issues or anything. But like I said before, the main initial thing is you'll be able to work a lot quicker if you're in a shaded area. We've only done this video for 6 minutes. Been in the video for 6 minutes. I let this dry on the windshield. I am not worried about that. All you have to do is come again and grab more rinseless. So what I'm gonna do is spray the entire windshield now. So I'm gonna spray the entire windshield, just like that. Spray the entire hood. And these are the 2 sections I'm gonna do. Probably a bit of the front bumper that's in the shade. And this is the area that I'm going to do next, because there is nothing to worry about with the rinseless wash drying. And like I said before, just apply rinseless on the glass. You're not going to scratch glass unless you have a piece of rock or something on your windshield. Come right around here again. Same thing. Clean this properly. Got enough dirt, but Nemesis destroys that thing quick and easy. Come around and dry the glass. As such. Look at that. Very nice, very quick. Same thing here. Remember all that spotting that we had? Just reactivated easily on the entire windshield. And now we've done the roof, the windshield, and the entire passenger side. And here it's starting to dry up a bit, so you could grab a bit of rinseless. This is what I like to do. Spray it on as such. We're gonna do half the hood. Half the hood. Flip the sponge around. Do this other half. And definitely we want to dry the hood first. And no, I didn't use a detail spray for the windshield for that part, just because it's not really needed for it. Like I said, you're not going to scratch glass. You're really going to use detail spray for the delicate areas like paint and piano black trim, stuff like that. And look, just quick, easy. I know I'm saying that a bunch of times, so please take a shot. Just drink responsibly if you are going to do that. But look at that. Just amazing results. Just amazing results. Now we are up to the interior, and this may seem a little bit controversial in certain areas, but what I like to do is, like I said, have my damp and rinseless wash towels in here. I have 3 of them. 2 of them are mainly for my panels, and the 3rd one will be for my interior glass with rinseless, because rinseless is a fantastic glass cleaner as well. And I just love the smell of this detail coat Nemesis. It just smells just so elegant and nice. It smells kind of like a Bed Bath & Beyond type of candle, something that you'll set. It just smells very elegant. Anyways, you grab your first damp and rinseless wash towel, and you have 8 sides to play with. So this is enough. If you have a super dirty vehicle, you'll have enough towels to do pretty much everything. So I like to start with my steering wheel and infotainment screen, and this is just one side. I'm grabbing that body oil and hands and sticky stuff from the steering wheel. Grab my dry towel and just clean around. Just clean the entire steering wheel. And this is, remember, an efficient way to do your maintenance washes. Next up, flip the towel over to a clean side once you're done with the steering wheel, and do the infotainment screen. Now, if you're using the Kirklands, I like to do this right here, fold them in a way so that way you don't have the edges scratching your infotainment screen, and gently wipe across. Same thing, fold this into 4s and the same method, and buff off just like that. Very clean infotainment screen. And then now that we're done with the infotainment screen, I like to clean the rest of the dashboard. So come across, wipe this in, get rid of all that dust and dirt. Second buff off towel and buff it off. Same thing with the rest of this back part of the steering wheel. The wipers run on, turn that off, and clean around. This is just a quick and easy. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say this in this video, just because it is that simple. We did the outside. It took me what, 18 minutes to do the whole outside. Total, this is with 11 minutes of recording with the first initial outside part, and then it took me like an extra 7 minutes, because remember, we did the roof, the whole front hood, the whole passenger side. It just took an extra 5-6 minutes to do the rest of the car. And then I will do the wheels afterwards. This is why I said in the beginning part that it's a little bit controversial, because with my glass cleaning towels or my interior towels, I will use that to clean the face of the wheels. And then this dry towel that I have here, that I am leveling everything, I will clean the rest of the rims, and that's it. You're done. You're using less equipment. You don't have to worry about throwing out the many towels because I've used one. No, you're just dedicating one for the super dirty areas, which is the wheels, and that's it. So I clean right here, and let me bring you in. center console. I got the dogs barking in the back. And I cleaned the center console with just a rinseless. The only thing that's left here, that's my cousin's allergy medication, but that's all that's left there. And yep, so we cleaned that. Now I'm gonna clean this area with that as well. Just wipe this with the damp and rinseless as such. Doing this with one hand because I'm not Jamie the cleaner. I'm not that great with it, but come around here and now you have a super clean interior. Same thing, come around here with door panel, clean away. And I'm doing this in direct sunlight. And just continue around. Bam. Last but not least, we are going to do the glass. So I am grabbing a separate glass towel and a separate interior towel. I am going to clean this glass with rinseless. Grab my other dry towel. Just dry away. You typically want to do the put your towels in fours, but for the sake of this video, do it like this, and that is it. Clean glass, both inside and out. Now, once you do this, we're 5 minutes in the video and I'm talking. Did the center console, did the infotainment screen, the steering wheel, half the dashboard, this door panel. It'll take me another 7 minutes to do the rest of the interior, and that's it. You can even wipe down your seats quickly. Is just trying to do this holding one hand, so it takes up time. Now you have a clean, matte, protected, not protected, a clean matte finish, and you can add protection when you are ready. So let me show you the wheels. All right, now that we did the entire interior and the exterior is completely clean as well, I like to do the wheels last. And all I do here is spray rinseless on the wheels. You don't have to clean the barrels every single time. I don't, and that's for me on my personal vehicle as well. Grab my wheel and body brush after I spray, and I just go around just the entire. If you don't want to use your wheel and body brush, you can grab your damp rinseless towel as well and just clean around. I like to grab behind the spokes for that reason with this, and just start cleaning behind the spokes because I already did the rest with the brush, so it's just that much easier. Flip it to another clean side here. You want to use all areas of the towel. So this is one side will be for one wheel. Flip, or not flip, grab your dry towel. This is the one that we use to clean the entire inside of the glass, and just dry off. So now what we did is clean the entire face of the wheel fast. This is another step of being efficient and using less towels than usual, because for me, I like to throw away my towels, especially if I'm using it on wheels. And that's it. Ready to move on to the next one. Everyone, so hopefully you all enjoyed this Store Meters podcast on using detail codes Nemesis and their Stay Strong detailer as a drying aid. And hopefully you found the techniques of being efficient during your rinseless wash process helpful for all of you, especially for the simple fact that with me recording doing the inside and outside of the vehicle, it took me 45 minutes, and that's because I suck at doing one takes, and I had to redo a couple of skits or just intros and stuff like that a couple times, and that would took some time as well. So 45 minutes overall. If I wasn't recording, probably take me about 35 minutes to do. And yeah, the inside is nice and clean. To recap on the efficiency, what did I do is I filled up my rinseless wash bucket, have my rinseless wash sponge there, put my rinseless wash solution, which was detail code Nemesis, or whichever other one. You can use Garage Therapy, DIY Detail, ADS Hero, whichever rinseless of your choice. What I did was I grabbed a couple of towels. I like to grab 3 specifically, and I grabbed 3, dunk 3 towels into the clean rinseless wash solution, wring it out completely, and then I'll just set it on the inside of the vehicle. So once I am done doing the outside, we move on to the inside, and these towels are nice and clean. And 2 of them are mainly for the inside of the vehicle. In terms of 2 of these will do 1/2. You have 8 sides, so I have 8 sides to do the whole driver half, and then I grab the second towel, which will do the other passenger half, and then the third towel is just for my glass. And that is pretty much it. You get the results that you see here. Absolutely phenomenal results. And yeah, now that the interior is clean, for me, I like to use pure either surfactant or hybrid type of rinseless wash that leaves nothing behind. And what we're going to do for the next video is show you how to apply interior shield from Detail Code. Now that the interior is prepped and deep clean, we are ready to apply that. But that is for next week's podcast. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Other than that, I will see you all on the next one. Peace.